My name's Kathleen Ream. So I'm his older sister by a whopping 11 months. I think for my brother, for me, it has been that he has such a limited lifestyle. So he can't drive, and his social circle's very small. So that's what I feel like is been difficult for me. And he lives in the Tampa area, so the resources over there are kind of disconnected. One agency does one thing, one agency does something else. So we have connected him with volunteering once a week down at the Veterans Administration, so that's been helpful. So it kind of actually has taken I've really gotten into the driver's seat the last 2 years because he always lived with my parents and my mom passed away. And so now I am the person that has to make sure that he has groceries, gets to the doctor, and does those kinds of things. And I guess I recognize if I wasn't doing it, I don't know how he would get it done. And he could potentially spiral into not being stable. So I feel like by supporting him, I keep him stable. There's been several times where he's had to be hospitalized. Whenever we take him to a psychiatrist, he always reminds him, and I mean, it's every time. I have 2 goals. One is to keep you out of the hospital, and the second one is to keep you out of jail. And he says he feels like he's been pretty successful with my brother. So, you know, I feel like we're all part of that success. So since this has been going on since he was 19 and he is 58. So I feel like I have a better understanding of why an individual that isn't thinking correctly potentially feels that maybe a beer is going to help them, or you know, doing something else is going to make them feel better. I understand that because that's self-medication, and it potentially in their head it does work. Fortunately for us, my father was in AA and he got my brother into AA. So my brother hasn't ever really abused, or hasn't recently, over the last 25 years, abused alcohol or drugs. But my own personal self-awareness is that the majority of people that have a difficult time with those substances is because there's something deeper going on. Take care of yourself first. Self-care is important, and you know, if there's a possibility that you can find resources out there, I feel like you don't feel like you should have to go it alone. So definitely look for a support system if you can. I think there's been a huge step that's just been taken. Like, I don't know if you even heard the news that our Florida governor just declared that every student in 6th through 12th grade is going to have 5 hours minimum of mental health education. It's a new standard. I don't know how they're going to incorporate it into it, but I really feel like that's going to change a lot. Hopefully kids are going to go home and talk to their parents about depression and anxiety, and their parents are going to reveal to them, well, yes, I've been depressed before. Things make me anxious. It's just having that opportunity to talk about it so that it's not something that we act like it doesn't happen. It happens to everybody. I mean, they say 20% of the population has mental illness. My own personal family, it's 1 in 2. So I think just being able to talk about it and starting conversations, it's important. that person's no different from me. It doesn't matter what their illness is. If they have cancer, I don't think they're different from me. If they have a heart disease, they're not different from me. I know that mental illness is the leading disability in the world, so the possibility that the people to the left of me and to the right of me have it, and it's okay. Doesn't make them better or worse than me. So we're all okay. And it's okay whatever's wrong with you or me, because I've got my own problem. Just would love to have more people think about their own mental illness and not feel like maybe they're better than something. I think our world would be a much better place if we could just accept everybody where they are. Doesn't matter where they are. If they want to have pink hair, it's okay. I don't want pink hair, don't make me have pink hair. But if you want to have it, I'm okay with that, and I'll accept you for it. So that's what I'd like everyone to hear.